Well, soil conservation people come to us all the time, and we're doing, but now what we're doing and looking at more than ever before is the mitigation and how we can go in there and do stream, because we have a pretty good idea where we're going to get hit, and kind of like on clockwork, if you will, timetable. What they've been doing and bringing to us areas that they really believe, and they're using the mapping for that, and showing that in some areas what they're doing, everybody thinks, well, if you just channel out a stream, everybody says, why don't you just dig the stream out? It fills up, why don't you just dig it out? And then you have the department says that doesn't work. But what we have proven, though, is you can, and we've seen it, they're doing things such as building these, kind of not a dam, but there's channeling the water, so it moves faster and keeps the channels cleared out naturally, versus than us going in every so often, digging them out, and it goes back filled in. So they're putting boulders in here, and they're creating in slower moving streams a little more faster water that keeps them and keeps the banks from eroding. But also what they're doing now is they're going back and they're going into areas and cutting back overflow areas. So the capacity doesn't just stay here. As soon as it gets to a certain level, it flows over, and it results in less flooding downstream to where the pressure is all channeled in. But that's all because of mapping that we're able to do that. I'm sure there's more that they need to do, but
well, it would be a great tool for emergency management and
oh yes,
in general to see what areas will be affected by floods.
yeah, I think basically, are they using the technology or have it to that level? No, I think when I see it is they say we're going to have so many inches of rain. We've got this. We expect flooding to be here, here, and here. And that's how they've been working, and you're right, it would be. But all this, it doesn't do any good if just one agency keeps that. And it's not available, like you said, emergency services and everybody else. It's just, there's so much that goes on. When I first came in office, we had a warehouse full of water monitoring, flood monitoring. And I asked him, I said, are we monitoring from the warehouse? Is it going to tell us what's going on? And none of this stuff was out in the field. It was unbelievable. But so we've got all that taken care of. Jimmy, you all work with Jimmy Jeanette, I'm sure, and Kelly's office. Those are great resources there. But we're trying to do everything we can. But anything you can bring to the table. When they come to me, my first thing is how do we do it better? What needs to be fixed? What's broken? Can we consolidate? My biggest thing is I have every agency. Sometimes it says, well, we can do it, and we can do it better, and it belongs to us and not you, and I go through all that. Once, I'll never forget, and this is, I can make a point simply by telling you, when I got there, we didn't have an aviation division, but we had aircraft. I had the state police flying aircraft that were not airworthy, could not pass airworthy certificate, but government, I don't know if you've been reading, government doesn't have to meet the specifics or specifications that general aviation or for charter or for hire has to. So they're flying very unsafe, unworthy aircraft. And as you know, not that long ago, we had some state police, 2 policemen got killed in a helicopter. It was unworthy. Shouldn't have been flying. We had that. Then I had the DEP. DEP got certain funding, so they bought their helicopter because they have to go out and look at all of the things. And they said, that's our helicopter. And I'm thinking, okay, well, we have the state police, that's their division. And then you have the executive branch, which is the governor's office, and all state government uses, and everybody that really... So I sold everything and fired everybody. Well, you can't fire anybody, so I thought I did. But we scared them enough to understand you're going to start working together. We don't need you at all. So we operate what we call one division of aviation. And I said, we operate it this way. We have a 5-member panel that advises from the private sector. Someone from safety, someone from aircraft that understands it. People that have expertise. And when we purchase something, we make sure we purchase the right thing. And when we operate it, when we maintain it to Part 135, which is commercial. Well, DEP said, oh no, that's ours. And I said, no, it's people West Virginia's. Well, the funding, I said, well, that's fine. The funding that you get, you're getting that on behalf of the people West Virginia. I said, my main concern is this. Anytime somebody gets in an aircraft for state business, if you're you're the pilot and you're the mechanic, you better think I'm bringing your child with me to go on that flight. If you operate under those conditions, we'll be fine. If not, then you're in the wrong job. You ought to find another job. If you can't operate to that level, you've done. And I would say that to anybody in state government, you ought to operate it to the level that your family's going to be directly impacted. If you do that, I guarantee you'll give your best every day. And you'll be so proud of the service you're giving to our state. So we got to break down the barriers, and they're hard at times. And someone says, well, I can't get cooperation from here. And someone says, well, they're going to take care, they're going to eliminate our jobs. Let me tell you, there's 10% turnover in state government every year. So if we got 45,000 people, I got 4,500 people that are leaving the system every year. We don't have to get rid of anybody. They either retire or leave on their own. So the bottom line is you want to make sure that the best. So when you talk about consolidation or you bring things to get the most effective use, there's going to be plenty enough work for everybody. And plenty enough bragging rights for everyone to take credit. And that's the hardest, I think the hardest part of my job is to try to continue to bring that together. But I think it's helped us because financially it's paid dividends for where we are today and where other states are. But any of these things, you all know better than I know. It gets to my level, it's either totally broke by that time or we're moving in the right direction and I want to praise somebody. So I don't get any in-betweens. I get at one extreme or the other. And I really want to help. So again, thank you all. I appreciate it so much.